Hi, I'm Nick, and welcome to my shop. Yes, this 340 is back on my dyno. Tom and Cindy from Daytona Beach, Florida. Bought this 340 engine from a barn find, brought it to me here, and of course we had to put on the dyno. We have a video done on this dyno testing with this engine before we took it apart. And of course later on we also did a video on a teardown on this engine. And you know, Tom has a little history with his brother back in the day when they were racing their cars at the track. And you know, now Tom wants to go back into it, and this is going to go into a 1969 Dodge Dart. That is why it's turquoise blue. This is the color it was when they were racing. So right now they're getting the car restored. While they're doing that, I'm doing the engine. So then the car is going to come here in the future. Then we put it all together as one piece and then ship it to Florida. But in the meantime, I got the engine here, so I want to see how it's going to go. Yeah, he's got a lot of racing history, just like myself and my brothers. We used to go racing in the street. Tom had the same thing with his brother. So we're all going back in history. And I just want to give hats off to Cindy, Tom's wife. And I remember when Tom jumped in the car to go street racing, his wife was in the back seat sleeping. And Tom took the car, started it, lined it up, and took it down the quarter mile, not knowing his wife was in the back seat. Anyways, is he going to do that again? I don't know. That's another time in the future. But in the meantime, let's get this 340 running and see how it goes. We wanted to build this engine, rebuild it, just to get 340 horsepower, but with exhaust manifolds. But right now, the exhaust manifolds are not painted yet, but I'm going to make a test to break in the cam that we put in. It's a hydraulic flat tappet. We did a nice valve job, a little porting work. We milled the heads, and of course we put a new set of pistons, timing chain, oil pump, and so forth. And we're gonna run it with headers that I have right here. And then, you know what the most important thing is, what Tom wants is at least 340 horsepower with the exhaust manifolds. But he's not in town right now. But like I told him, before you come here, let me make sure the cam breaks in and we make some decent power. And of course, then when he comes back, which is going to be in a month or so, I will take this engine off right now after the dyno if everything goes well. I will put it back on with exhaust manifolds and redo testing again with Tom and Cindy in person. But in the meantime, right now, I just want to get it started, break in the cam, and you know what? We'll do a little bit of testing, see what kind of horsepower we're going to make. And this time it's got headers. Well, the manifolds will be later on. But you know, we're just looking for something simple. We got a simple cam, which is right here. It's a simple camshaft. It's a hydraulic flat tappet. You know, nothing special. And we also got a dual point distributor which came from the factory. This is the one I bought last year as a rebuild unit, which is rare today. It's made out of cast iron. And right now I think I got the timing on. I got it started right away, run it for 2,000 RPMs for 20 minutes. So you guys give me a few minutes. Let me set it up and get going. Are you guys with me? Let's do it. Now this should be an easy start. You know, I've done it hundreds and hundreds of times. This carburetor is it's filled with fuel. That distributor I know works well. I'm sure it's gonna work well. I put about 30 degrees advanced, so I should start instantly. The water is filled, and it's got a flat tappet cam, so it's gotta start right away. I did prime the engine before I installed it on the dynamometer, so it should be an easy start. Let's get it going, and hopefully it goes well. Let's do it. Got my timing light on. Let me check this out. The timing light is going to be hard to see where my marks are. It's kind of buried underneath the damper. But anyway, it's all managed. It's not the first time. O2 sensor on. Okay, here we go. Needs gas. I know I got spark. I'm sure of that. I got no fuel leaks. Ignition. Fuel. Starter. Here we go.
likes to break in his new camshafts at a little over 2,000 RPM for about 20 minutes in 2 periods of 10 minutes each. During this time, he's keeping a close eye on all the vital signs. So far, so good. There would appear to be a small header leak, but that's of no concern to Nick at this point. Nick shoots a little water onto each header tube to make sure that the 340 is firing on all 8. Some folks tell him to use a laser thermometer, but the truth is, the water never runs out of batteries.
let it cool down for 5 minutes. You know, I like to run it for 10 minutes and then another 10 minutes. I know the oil gets hot. I didn't connect my oil temperature, but I know it's around 200 degrees. Give it 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then we're gonna start it again. Yeah, you know, I wanna make sure there's no wipeout on the camshaft, on the lifters, which is very important for me. So far I got no leaks, no nothing. Everything sounds good, the oil pressure is good. So I'll be back in 5-10 minutes, let the oil cool down, and we'll do it in another 10 minutes. Okay, so I let it cool down for 10 minutes. Now I'm going to run it another 10 minutes, breaking the cam again. Then after that, we start testing it. There we go. So here we go, another 10 minutes. So we did the break-in. I hope it went well. I don't hear no rocker or lifting noises. But anyways, you know, as you do test after test after test, if the cam is worn out, you will show less and less horsepower every test. But we're gonna get started, then we'll do further testing anyways. But right now I gotta get it running, adjust the absorbers, I can get the load to start at 2,800 RPM. We're gonna take it till 5,000 RPM. And if that goes well, we're gonna go to 6 grand. So let's get started. All right, here we go. Here we go, let's do it.
Where do you stabilize the water, Nick?
I have to adjust the absorber first.
Yeah. And the water too, you have to stabilize the water.
I just wanted to try the absorber.
Well, you made 350, Nick.
That's it.
No swag that cam, no swag.
Yeah, we're still gonna go more. Anyways, I just wanted to try it. It's still climbing.
Yeah, it's gonna be around 50, 56, 57 in there somewhere. Oh yeah, he's gonna.
The absorber was
that's a
perfect.
good- Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. Make the water temperature 160 consistent.
Okay, let it run, let it run. Let me adjust it now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get the temperature to 160 Fahrenheit. I have a little exhaust leak, but I'm not going to touch that. You see a little exhaust leak, but I'm not going to touch it. Okay, we're gonna.
What was your idling? What temperature? Was your idling?
Yeah.
You brought it up a bit, the temperature.
I just did.
Yeah, okay.
So here, shut this down.
Why?
And the absorber was at 100, but when I held it there, it went to 98, 99. So that's good. So now we're gonna bring up the RPM. Like I said, he's taking it home with exhaust manifolds.
Yeah,
Now this is we're just doing this on our own because Tom and Cindy are not here. We're gonna test with the headers. And then I'm going to take it out the dyno. When I finish with the exhaust manifolds, when they come back next month, we're going to put it back in the dyno and run it again with the manifolds and see what he gets. But in the meantime, let's finish it off with the headers.
with the exhaust leak.
Yeah, we have a little exhaust leak on the header, but we're not going to bother with it.
Yeah, but still you lose power.
Yeah, we lose a little bit of power, but you know what? It doesn't matter, just a little bit of power.
Next time we have to get better gaskets then.
Yeah, I know. We don't. This was not supposed to be
Next
good.
time.
I was not supposed to put headers on this end. I was supposed to put manifolds.
Yeah, but
28 to 6,000. Okay, here we go.
94 octane.
94 octane fuel, yeah.
Sounds good.
Here we go. 6,000 RPM. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. You wanted 350, you said?
Time is about 34 degrees. Here we go.
What did I tell you? 56.
5,600 RPM,
I
yeah.
told you, 56.
Yeah, right there. 364 at 5,600. Not bad at all, man. Not bad at all. Here we go. It's just a simple hydraulic flat tappet cam. George, you can shut the fan, please. There it is. You know, he was looking for 340 horsepower with the exhaust manifold. At 5,600 RPM, we pulled out 364 horsepower. Oil pressure is good, 70 pounds at that RPM. And the torque numbers are 392 foot-pounds of torque. It's pretty good. It's a little screamer.
Oh, what do you mean?
The air-fuel ratio is perfect, 12.8. There.
Look at it, nice.
Yeah, we're gonna make 340 horsepower with the exhaust manifolds. Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, with that cam. Yeah.
It's a simple flat tappet cam, hydraulic. You know, it's got the same factory cast iron heads, cast iron intake. And then at the end, when I got the manifolds, I'm also gonna run it with his original 340 Carter carburetor.
And he's using the original distributor now.
Yeah, and I'm also
Dual
using,
points.
oh yeah, that's true. We're also using a dual point distributor, Chrysler.
That's
Not
right.
bad.
So the only thing he has is a cam, carburetor, and headers. Three things.
That's it.
all he has. Everything else is original.
Everything's original, yeah. Rockers, stock rockers, factory rockers. Not
Stock
bad.
valve sides of the intake.
Stock valves.
Cast iron intake, eh?
Cast iron intake, factory
Yeah,
202
yeah,
intake valves.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like we said, we just wanted to build a simple engine.
Stock damper too.
Factory. That's the new damper you got me also.
Oh yeah.
I think we're good. I don't think we need to do any further testing.
No.
I like to test it again now when I put the exhaust manifold. So there you have
Let's
it.
check the crank pressure.
I want to check the crank pressure. At the same time, let me check for oil leaks. Let's go. Here we go. No, nothing. Check it out.
And we have an exhaust leak.
And we have a little exhaust leak, but I'm not going to bother with that because we're not running with headers. Maybe we lost a few horses with the exhaust leak, a little bit on each side, but I don't care. We're not going to worry about that.
We would have got 370 maybe.
Yeah, maybe we would have got 270.
Yeah.
370. 370.
Yeah, that's what I said, 370.
You know, we just finished building the engine. We zero-decked the block. We milled the heads about 25 thou. And you know, we know that the factory compression ratio is advertised at 10.5. Now my real numbers are 10.3, 10.4. But I like to measure cylinder pressure. So what I do is I warm up the engine, break in the rings a little bit, put it open full throttle, engine off, full throttle just to get the air in, and I'll just remove one spark plug and just make a compression cylinder test. Let's see what we got. I'm hoping to have at least 175 plus. And don't forget, we're running octane, 94 octane fuel from Petro-Canada with cast iron cylinder heads. Here we go. I'm curious to see. I like doing this to every engine build, you know. Let's crank it over full strokes. Let's show our audience what we do. Let me see here. Okay, wait a minute. Press it. Ready? $175, $180. It's gonna go to 180 if I remove the other 7 spark plugs. So that's exactly what I wanted. Thank you, sir. There we go, we're good, we're good. All right, so here we go. I think I've done testing. I have it at 35, 34 degrees. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that because then we're gonna fine tune it with the exhaust manifolds. So in the meantime, we're gonna take this engine off the dyno, get the manifolds clean, painted, reinstalled on the engine, and then in the future make another dyno test with Tom and Cindy in the shop here with us and test it with the way it's going to be installed in the car with the exhaust manifolds.
That's clean, eh?
It is, yeah. It's clean, but we don't have much mileage on it anyways, but that's pretty good. You can put it back. And there you go. All right, Tom, Cindy, if you guys are watching, we did some testing, and now we're going to wait on you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course, thanks for watching us here on Nick's Garage.
Smash the like button.
And you guys, if you look down below the video, we have a whole bunch of merchandise that you guys can buy. So whatever you like, buy it, love it, wear it, and enjoy it. And help spread the word of Nick's Garage. And if you have some time, check out our Patreon page. We have extra content and you guys can watch it and take it from there. And we'll see you next time.